How are you? This is Amar, and we are recording now. Yes, this is Sunday, and today we continue to read the book 101 Poems for Quirky Kids, right? That's the name of the book. And we're doing poems one after another, like back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. We're doing poems on one poems back to back on this series, which is called the poetry series. Actually, that's the only poetry book I've written. I have written 7 books so far. Some of them are story books, some of them are non-fiction. One couple of them are fiction. A few of them are fiction out of them, and this is the only poetry book I've written. I hope I'll write more poetry in my life later. Poetry is, although this poetry book is meant to be fun and entertaining, but otherwise, when I write poetry for adults, it's more intense and deep, right? So I hope I'll write poetry more in future. Not right now. So right now I'm not writing any poetry, but I hopefully will write more in future. Right? Cool. So let's continue reading the poem. Today's poem. The today is wrong English. Sorry. Today's poem is called Whale. We said whale yesterday. Whales live in water. They are fish. They're big, and blue whale is the largest animal in the world. Right. So I haven't seen blue whale. I probably never see a blue whale in my entire life. But blue whale is supposed to be the largest animal on Earth. Right. So whale. Today's poem is on whale. So whale is a big fish. Like I said, whale is a fish. Whale is a big fish. A big fish. Whale is a big fish. A big fish. They can weigh 1,000 pounds. I wonder how big does it sound? They can weigh 1,000 pounds. I wonder how big does it sound? Imagine how they swish. A whale is a big fish. They can be any color, blue or black, green or grey, but blue is quite popular. A blue whale, they say. All smaller fish are food for a whale. All smaller fish are food for a whale. Some of them are bland. Some of them must be tasty a dish. All smaller fish, that's brutal, alright, that's dark, right? Like the smaller fish get eaten by the bigger fish. And that I'm laughing at it. That's brutal. That's not good. It's dark. But like Biswa said, "Ye dark kahan hai, ye life hai." Right? That one guy called Biswa, he said it. All smaller fish are food for a whale. Some of them are bland. Some of them must be tasty a dish. A whale is a big fish. A big fish. All right. So that's the poem on whale. I am glad I recorded this earlier in the day, unlike most of the time I'm recording poems quite late in the day. So that's the poem on whale, and I should have an illustration which I show you before we should wrap this poem a little faster, right? I like this combination, like reading a little slow, explaining the poem wherever I need to, and then wrapping it up fast. Cool. Whale is a big fish, big fish. They can weigh 1,000 pounds. I wonder how big does it sound? Imagine how they swish. A whale is a big fish. They can be any color, blue or black, green or grey, but blue is quite popular. A blue whale, they say. A smaller fish, all smaller fish are food for a whale. Some of them are bland, and some of them must be tasty a dish. A whale is a big fish, big fish. Good. So that's a poem. We're done 40 poems today, by the way, out of 101 poems in this book. So we have 71 poems to go only. So that's how many days? That's at least the month of 71 poems, right? So at least the next 2 months, so August and September, and maybe just the beginning of October, we should be done. In October, I'll read 2 of my short stories, and then I'll have 2 months. Then I'll have, hopefully, I'll do 1 book each of those 2 months, right? So all those books are big, so maybe not. So we'll see how that goes. Once I come to those books, right? So that's it. So that's the poem on whale, and that is the illustration. That is the illustration. You see this? There's a whale, and that's very small. I don't think that's how a blue whale looks like. A blue whale looks much bigger and much more ferocious than this. Our fish looks like a little nervous and smaller. It's quite nervous and smaller, right? Like, see, It's like what kind of big fish looks such a stupid way. She's looking like you can slap her and she would run away. I don't think a blue whale is that scared. Right, cool. So that's a poem on fish. Blue whale, sorry. That's a poem on whale. And tomorrow's poem is on X-ray. X-ray, like X-ray is a medical thing that happens. I hope you never have to get an X-ray in life, but fuck it. So tomorrow is called X-ray. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.